All new tonight, the VA tells First Coast News it has implemented safety measures to address COVID-19 concerns at its Jacksonville outpatient clinic. Staffers complain to On Your Side enough is not being done. On Your Side's Ken Amaro is investigating their concerns. Take a look.
This is a very busy outpatient clinic, and staffers here want to be sure that workers as well as the veterans are all protected from COVID-19. Unfortunately, some feel they're all at risk. COVID-19 is a concern in every healthcare system, including this outpatient clinic. The Veterans of Foreign Wars is an advocate for the men and women who served.
We meet with the Secretary of Veterans Affairs on a weekly basis discussing COVID-19 measures.
Terrence Hayes says the VFW was assured safety protocols have been implemented.
He stated that all of the individuals who are coming in contact with our veterans are healthy, are safe, they are not putting our veterans in harm's way.
On Your Side received an email from staffers concerned about those tested positive for COVID. It claims they're in direct patient care.
Veterans of Foreign Wars is taking this complaint very seriously.
Justina Wells with the VA tells On Your Side, to date, 2 Jefferson Street Clinic employees have tested positive for COVID-19 in the last week. Among the safety measures they've implemented, everyone entering the facility is screened, including having temperatures taken. Everyone must wear a surgical mask, and they're taking a phased-in approach to expanded selective services. Also, they utilize virtual care as much as possible. The VFW says the health, safety, and welfare of our veterans is paramount.
We're not happy about that. We will make that known when we meet with the Secretary tomorrow.
Ken Amaro, First Coast News, On Your Side.